Hello everyone, this is Katish here. In this video, I'm going to go through the AQA 2022 Combined Science Biology Paper 1 Higher Tier. This is question number 6. This is the last question in this paper. This question is on the topic of organization. This question is about the heart. Why is the heart described as an organ? Now remember, an organ is made up of different tissues. The heart is made up of different tissues, each of them having a specific function. So the answer would be, it is made up of different tissues that perform specific functions. 6.2, valves in the heart keep the blood flowing through the heart in one direction. So here you have valves here and on the both left and right side, so in 4 different points. So you've got valves here. Let me mark it with a pen. So you've got valves here, 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 and here. Now remember, blood's actually flowing in this direction, from there and then back up again. Out of it again. Now question is asking, explain the effects of a person if the valve labeled in figure 11 developed a leak. So what if this valve developed a leak? Well, blood comes in from this side to the atrium first on both sides, fills in. When it's full, it's squeezed from the top and the blood enters the ventricles. Now when the ventricles on both sides, which is the bottom half, fills up, then the ventricles squeeze to push the blood out of the body. So not out of the heart, not of the body. So if this developed a leak, the blood that is actually going out is probably going to leak back again into the ventricle. Which means the heart is not being efficient. That would mean that the heart is not able to deliver enough oxygenated blood to the body. So let's have a look at some of the answer. Some blood would flow back into the left ventricle, so less oxygenated blood would be pumped to the body cells that require oxygen for respiration, resulting in less aerobic respiration. Now, if there's less aerobic respiration, then the person would be out of breath, since there will be less energy transferred, and the person is also always going to be feeling tired as well. So since we're on the structure of the heart, just to review this, so let me bring in an image of the heart to show its structure as revision. There you go. So you got the left and the right ventricles and the left and the right atrium, and the aorta takes out the blood and the pulmonary artery both take out blood away from the heart. The vena cava is bringing deoxygenated blood into the body, and the pulmonary vein is bringing in blood into the left atrium. You should be able to label the parts of the heart. Question 6.3, faulty heart valves can be replaced using biological or mechanical valves. The faulty valve is replaced during an operation. Biological valves are from animals or human donors, allow blood to flow through them normally, wear out and stiffen over time, so may need to be replaced. Mechanical valves, on the other hand, are made from synthetic materials, may cause blood clots on the surface of the valves, require anti-clotting drugs to be taken for the rest of the patient's life, can last for a very long time in ideal conditions. A young woman enjoys extreme sports and would like to start a family. The woman needs a heart valve replacing. Describe the advantages and disadvantages for this young woman of having a biological heart valve instead of a mechanical heart valve. So, what is the advantage of having a biological heart valve rather than a mechanical one? So, let's see. This is a disadvantage. Having blood clots, that's a disadvantage there. and that is also a disadvantage requiring anti-clotting drugs. And this is actually a disadvantage here, and for 4 marks. Let's say, okay, here are some examples of advantages and disadvantages. Advantage of biological valve: reduce risk of blood clots, which could cause heart attack or stroke. There's a reduced risk of blood clots during pregnancy or childbirth, and there's a reduced risk of bleeding during pregnancy or childbirth. And you do not need to take anti-blood clotting drugs, which means there's no risk to the fetus or baby from the drugs. And there's a reduced risk of serious bleeds if the person is in an accident. If you're taking anti-blood clotting drugs, your blood flow is not going to stop easily. They do not need to carry anti-blood clotting drugs when traveling, and there's lower risk of rejection or immune reaction. Disadvantage of biological valves: it may be rejected, may have to go through surgery more than once. So if the person is young, then we'll probably need additional surgery later on. May have to take immunosuppressant drugs, and we'll have to wait for a suitable donor as well. That brings us to the end of the question number 6 and the end of this paper as well. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.